Shot too bad for us, too.
I mean, Renegade got that kill from Car 1, so he could have gone anywhere after that, you know? It's not guaranteed that he's going to flank through Shroom side the base.
The blue pipes, Sean weak. 2 sec.
Can only death cam him for so long, right?
Opt on B, he's R2, R2. Needles. This goes in.
Plasma grenades obtained.
Like L2 now, I think. L drone, mining L2. Mining R2. Old stairs.
An Octagon Gunny every day until Worlds.
Oh, one.
Good chance he doesn't lose a 1v1 next weekend. Is he going to Octagon him every day? I want to Octagon Gunny.
What's up on tower? Roll 2.
I saw the one that he did with Snakebite recently. Gunny is nasty at that Octagon, man. He's tough to beat.
Yeah, I'm going out.
Enemy about to score.
L2 now, 1 Xenos.
Active camo.
I was going for us. He swears every other word.
And I died top tower.
I think him and Invincible were just big chilling the other day, right?
Make pit, chasing you.
Yeah.
I'm not that long. Done.
Honestly, I think he just puts in the work, though.
I think it's half as well.
I mean, obviously he's got a knack for it, but he puts in more work than like anybody.
Make pit weak. Roll 2, half. Make pit jumping up. Half.
Like I doubt that Snakebite and the other pros play as much Octagon as he does, you know?
Send back to Joe on the head coach. On the head coach, check. Needles, Frosty have.
But it's just one of many important skills in this game, right? There's so many things.
Needles also last guy alive. Roll 2, hit him twice. One shot, Needles.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably rewatch a little bit of that tournament at some point. Yeah.
On gold for sure.
Clutch Academy.
Helping then. Opsin.
Has been shaken. I mean, they've gotten second every event, so you know, they continue to prove to themselves that they deserve to be in grand finals. It's just about closing it out, you know?
Bottom tower, roll 2, find you. Go forward. Bottom tower, 2-1.
I agree, Hardy, in some ways.
They're going on mid for sure.
Obviously, the bracket reset after all of the mid-game resets that we had in that grand finals. The 4-0 they experienced was brutal from SSG for sure. But I think everything leading up to the grand finals, they kind of showcase that they've been improving in some of the areas that they're weaker. They looked better.
Box dead. One more tower shares. Come on, mid.
Yeah, and of course, like we see how much they grind because they stream all the time.
On grapple as well. He just won grapple.
Other pros might put in that amount of time. We just don't know, you know. Like Legend, for example. Legend is, you know, like all the pros I assume are like constantly grinding, but that dude's putting in so much time, and we just don't see it. He's not always streaming.
One tower gun. Up castle.
But yeah, Sparty will stream everything too.
One double stack also. I get shields. You know, shield also. Shot John, absolute. 2 guys glass. 2 guys glass 1. 2 guys glass 1. 2 guys glass 1. Glass and gold, both 1. Gold John.
Well, I don't think it's an individual skill thing. I think it's just it comes down to his like a teamwork or like timing or like, you know what I mean? And it's also, I think, just the fact that like the top teams are pretty solidified in. There's levels to this, you know what I mean? Like you got to find a way to earn your spot in like a certain tier of professional play, like you know what I mean? Like before you get into that like inner circle, so to speak, where you're eligible to be on the top teams. I think if you're like really young and you're clearly talented, you might have an easier route to getting into like that inner circle. But I think basically you gotta find your way onto like competitive teams and like be a spotlight, like stand out on those teams. So like for Gunny, it would be like finding his way onto.
2 guys 1 shots, guys. Batteries in fucking half wall.
Like what's like a top 16 roster right now? You know, like the way that last shot got onto pure. That's what you want for gun complexion before he gets onto like a big org. You'd want him on like a
Bottom
top
lane,
16.
bottom
I mean, Pure is like, you know, better than
On the
that.
nades, I think.
But that's the kind of trajectory you're looking
Bottom
for.
lane. Drop on main, snake bite.
Active camo available.
One shot up play, snake bite, 2 and A, 2 and A. Snake bite's one above you, top elevator.
I think he's 29.
That,
29
caution,
or
no.
30 or something. But that doesn't mean that he can't have the opportunity. I'm just saying, like, I think when you're a younger player, the assumption is that you're gonna learn very quickly, or that you're easier to work with, or like mold or something. You know, it really depends from person to person.
Go
You
to
know?
shoot shot, go to shoot shot, roll 2. One shot, go to
Like I think somebody like Cycle is a really attractive pickup, but he's also proven it at this point because he's on a top team now. So micro decisions, and then how you are as like a teammate, and your ability to like network and get into the right lobbies with the right players and whatnot.
Shot hill, renegade.
Like I'm surprised that he doesn't find a way to get into like money 8s
I'll
or
see a shot
something. I don't
balance,
really
like,
know if he's into money 8s,
play
but
time.
like
Oh, it's
I think whatever route that like suppress, I guess suppress diagram
so.
avenue, like they're kind of buddies with like Boo Boo, right? Like,
That so.
and they live in the same area.
Go sneaky dummy, one shot, roll 2.
But
Shot
they
long
played a
one,
lot
two,
of
one
like
glass.
money 8s
You shot long on one's glass.
with the high level players, and then they found their way, at least suppressed specifically found his way into that like inner circle, you know?
That's it. Still silo or what?
Hill control.
His reputation, yeah. And I mean he was on those teams in Halo 5 as well, so it's not like that just like is forgotten, you know?
1 minute remains.
I think not even that you've like hit your or it's like not even that you're less skilled. I think it's more that you become more set in your ways in terms of like you play the game, because like you're a more mature player, so the way that you play and think about the game is like what you think is like correct, or you might be less susceptible to like learning new things or new ideas around the game, because you kind of like locked in your play style or the way that you want to play it. That makes sense. So there's more of a likelihood of you like butting heads with other players on the team, because
Caution,
you're
drop it,
like
drop it in the smoke, quick.
somebody like a Ryan Dupe has been playing
well,
for so
Eagles.
long that he knows the way he wants to play.
That's
So
solid
when he's
too.
on a team, he wants it to
Nine
work
wheels.
to his style of play, right? Which means
still
that
think
like
that.
he can build a great team around him, but then jumping into a random roster might be trickier for him
He is.
at this
Yeah,
point in
two
his
tower.
career, if that makes sense.
2 tower, 2 tower.
Maybe I'm just talking to my butt. This is just my perspective is all, you know?
One goal, guys.
This is
You're
GG's.
going to go to me too, I think.
FaZe are
Goal to me,
locked
push me
in the
across there.
Scrim right now. OpTic, wow, nice shots. My God. Unfortunately, doesn't matter, though.
Up tower, both of them. One tower.
I mean, if Forward wants to just... Oh, he
Dead
gets...
from- I'm dead from gold?
Gold.
Frosty spawned gold? God damn it.
Wow. It kind of... It's possible, right? Like, Forward was on the other end of pipes, like, looking towards A, and his teammates were shooting at A and, like, nading A, I assume, right? So gold was open in that moment. Like, nobody was anchoring C-plat specifically, or, like, long C-plat.
Kills me for free, trades me. For free.
Gold was sort of open. But the team influence on the spawns, you'd think would pull more players into A in that situation, right?